everybody, Nick here from the Daily Gunner. I figured as my first video back from Afghanistan, which I know was a very, very short trip over there. It was almost like a really stupid vacation to a rather less than desirable location. But anyway, off topic. Already, I'm like 5 seconds in the video. So, I figured I'd do a really interesting video that some people will find more interesting than others. But I want to do a body armor test, and I want to see just how effective some of these things are. Now, I have purchased over the years a number of different plates and different items, Kevlar, ceramic, things like that, and I want to test them out, and I want to see how well they work. So what I have done is I put together a list of firearms that I would like to use against these different types of material. So one of the first things we have is Kevlar, which I'll show you the insides of here in a minute. I took the liberty to go ahead and cut this open so I could show you guys what Kevlar actually looks like in case you've never wanted to destroy the carrier that it comes in. I did it. So I will be showing you the inside of this. And also I wanted to shoot up this ceramic plate right here. And maybe give you guys kind of an overview of what to look for when you're purchasing these things to make sure that they are still good before you purchase them. A lot of people don't realize that Kevlar has an expiration date on it, and that there are things that most manufacturers will guarantee them for 5 years to work, and granted, a lot of them will work a lot longer past that time frame. But things that you want to look for when you're purchasing Kevlar, especially, make sure that it's never been like washed. You don't ever want it to go into a washing machine. It's just not good for it. The chemicals that are in there will actually start to break down the Kevlar, and you'll start to get lumps. So if you're buying Kevlar, kind of run your hand over it and make sure it's not lumpy. If it's lumped up, it's probably no good, and I would not wear it on my body for protection. These are actually a deltoid pad that goes right here. And I know some of the military guys that are watching this probably have wondered whether or not these things are actually bulletproof. So that's one of the reasons that I do want to test it. I have had myself that same question. They tell you that it's actually designed to stop shrapnel, which I tend to believe a little bit less. Kevlar is bulletproof, however, it's not cut-proof. I can take a knife, and with enough force, I can cut it straight through this, and it's not going to get a lot of resistance. That's why they make additional things that go over the top of it to make it then knife resistant. It will stand up to, at least a little bit of a stabbing to it, but it's far better as a bulletproof material than it is as a cut-proof material. You can see even here, it frayed a little bit when I was just cutting the cover off of it. So anyway, we're going to test Kevlar, and we're also going to test ceramic plates. When you're looking at plates, the best way to know if they're good is to x-ray them, but obviously nobody has an x-ray machine just sitting around the house. So what you want to do, I'm going to clear off my desk here a little bit, take Old Faithful down. What you want to do with your plate, just as kind of a field test, is find a surface that you can lay it on that's solid. This desk works just fine for that purpose. And you want to, on the corners, on opposing corners, you want to push down, right, and put weight on it. Not too much, because they are brittle, they will crack. But you want to put some weight down on it and make sure that you don't feel any instability in the plate. If you feel instability in the plate is not going to work for its intended purpose. It's not going to stop the bullets that are trying to hit your body. So it will stop it. I should caveat that it will stop it if it still hits the portion that's not cracked, but it puts you at a greater risk if the plate is cracked. So never purchase or use a cracked plate. Another thing to do, the same test, but put it kind of on the corner of something and press down. All right. So use that corner as a little bit of leverage, as direct leverage throughout the plate, and then run your hand over it too and see if you can feel any kind of cracks. Just kind of push down on it nice and hard and make sure that it is one solid piece that's going to stay on your body and protect your vital organs. All right, so now that we've kind of gone over just a quick buyer's guide on that kind of thing, I'm going to show you guys the inside of Kevlar. I've already cut this one open, so we'll take it out, and I'm going to grab my camera real quick. Bring it down here, and as you can see, Kevlar is nothing more than just thin sheets is all it is. All right, that's Kevlar right there. And they're layered on top of each other to provide the greatest amount of stopping force. I believe that this particular sheet, this particular piece has 33 different individual sheets of Kevlar inside of it. And you can see them there. Like I said, when I cut this thing, it frayed a little bit, but that's fine. The center portion is still good to go. And as you can see, it's not lumpy. It's just that right there in the center is just the stitching, but it's not all lumped up or anything. It's good. It's flat. It's as it should be. It's never been through a washing machine. So now that I've given you the intro to the Kevlar, I'm going to ask you to help us reach 100 subscribers, and when we do, at that point I will go ahead and start shooting this stuff. And the weapons that I'm going to try it out with, sorry, I'm pretty bad with this camera thing, I'm all alone today. One of the things that we're going to do, we're going to shoot with both rifle and pistol calibers. So I have a 9mm Glock 17, clear, I've already cleared it. Alright, got a 9mm Glock 17. I have a 45, this one's not clear. I have a Glock 35, and I have a Ruger LCR, and I'm going to shoot it with both 357 Magnum and 38 Special. As well, for the ceramic plate test, because I know it'll blow straight through this armor, and we'll actually show you, we'll shoot this with the RPK as well. But for the ceramic plate, we're going to use my favorite, and actually, believe it or not, my wife's favorite. We're going to shoot the RPK at it. And the ballistic plates are supposed to be rated for to be able to take at least 3 shots from a 7.62 by 39 round. Actually, I believe 7.62 hard steel core armor piercing protection. So they say it. We're going to put it to the test. See if it actually works. I don't have any armor piercing rounds, so we'll see. I might have to shoot a couple more times to get through it, but I have every confidence that I can break through that plate eventually. So, and also I got a 22 that we're going to use to shoot out of as well, especially with the Kevlar. And that goes into a theory that some people have, and honestly I'm not 100% sure on it either, as to whether or not 22 can pierce through Kevlar armor. And the theory is actually kind of well founded, and it basically goes off the fact that it's such a small projectile that its force that it creates on the Kevlar is more direct, whereas the 45, it's got a wider area, traveling lower velocity. Even 7.62 by 39, it's still a larger bullet. So I want to test and see if we can actually pierce through this with a 22. And honestly, I don't know how it's going to go, but I do look forward to seeing it. I do look forward to shooting all this stuff. So I do ask that you guys do me the favor of rating this video up, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, because that's how we're going to actually get to go out and do this. Once we hit 100 subscribers, I promised on the Facebook page that we would go ahead and go out and shoot this stuff. And we're going to try out all these different weapon systems on it and see if we can eventually pierce through the Kevlar and what it's going to take to get through this here ceramic plate. So rate, give us a thumbs up, comment in the section below, and make sure that you subscribe to the Daily Gunner. And also check out our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/The Daily Gunner. And our website is still up for the moment. I'm redoing it, but you can check that out at www.thedailygunner.com. And it's a work in progress, so don't hate on it. It's taken me some time. I was hoping I'd be able to build it while I was in Afghanistan, but there was just no way that was going to happen. So yeah, check all those out. Make sure you do all those things, and once we hit 100 subscribers, you will see the video of me tearing this stuff up out in the desert. All right? Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing the results of this test.